Hi Unity family, we're back again on the AfricaUnitytv platform. My name is KingIdris and I'm here to give you guys the new insight on what is going on the home ground in Africa and international community. My people will be talking about the kind of business to do in Africa, mainly in West Africa. That's what we'll be talking about today. I'll be talking how you can make money in Nigeria, what kind of business you can do in Ghana, in Cameroon, in Kenya, in everywhere in Africa. But let me start with West Africa today. My people, if you want to work in Africa or you want to come to Africa, think it twice, because Africa is the new hub of opportunities. A lot of new opportunities have been coming up because it's the home of natural resources, and we have a lot coming up. And African youth, they are the youngest population around the world, with the fastest growing rate of youth around the world. Most of the African people you'll be coming about and meeting around the world, they are young people with a lot of intellectual mind. So in Africa, if you want to come to Africa and you want to have business, like most of our brothers, the celebrities that are coming from the American communities, the African American communities that are coming to Africa to seek more opportunities and to help a lot of people on the home ground in Africa. So let me give you an insight. You can do a lot in Nigeria, in Ghana, in Cameroon, a lot of business opportunities around these countries in Africa. You can do a lot in building homes, like you can buy enormous land. There's a lot of fast land that a lot of people are ready to sell. You can make this and you can buy it not too expensive. You can go to like the farmland in the rural area, like they're trying to grow, and most of the families sell the land over here in Africa. So you can have a good negotiation with these people. You can sell building materials. You can build this community up, because Africa is on the level and on the fast level of growth and development. So anything you can put an ad in support and to help Africa, you're free to do that. So you can deal with land, you can buy enormous land, put your own corner piece, safeguard everything out in your own name. And some people can even fence it, like an acre of land have 6 plots. If you buy 2 acres of land, you can put it together, fence it together, put your name, state it down. And in Ghana, they have a lot of new estate, new land, new opportunities that you can invest into. And most of the technology side, you can go to the tech industry. Like a lot of African youth are growing now. Most of these African youth in the world are doing mostly creating content, like content creators. There's a lot to show in Africa. There's a lot to show in our history. There's a lot to talk about in our history, and there's a lot to talk about in Africa. And we have the right, as African youth or African brothers or sisters you come from in the world, even though you're from anywhere in the world, we human beings, you can come to Africa and change the narrative, everything that is going on in Africa. Just come show the narrative. You can work on the tech side. You're going to make a lot of money for yourself, because a lot of people are trying to grow their artistry and their creative productions in Africa. Enormous population, my people. Look, Nigeria as an example is the new hub of music in the world. The Afrobeat music is growing rapidly, and the African youth are doing all what they have to put the face of Africa to the world. In different dimensions, you can go into production, video production, movie production. Just captivate the culture and the tradition of Africa and project this together in your own production and show this in content creating and everything that is going on in Africa. So it's the new home. The tech industry in Africa, in West Africa, is booming high. For people that want to come and make money, come and invest in the tech industry. You're going to make your own too out of it in Africa. Africa is a developing continent, is a developing continent, and at the process of great height and growth in the world. So my people, this is what we're talking about. And if you want to make enormous money to the clothing industry, if you want to make money to the clothing industry, the textile industry is very huge in Africa. A lot of people like the African fabrics, you know, the kente, the adire, ashoke, different kufi, different kind of clothes in Africa. You can invest in this. Do it fastly. You can ship this everywhere in the world. The clothing business is very huge in Africa, to the point more the Chinese companies and Japanese companies and South Korea companies, textile companies have already established themselves hugely in Nigeria to captivate and capitalize on all the population of the people, for the vast population of African people in the world. You know, and they know the African tradition is on the developmental process now. A lot of people is jacking our vibe, and you know, a lot of people want to know what our culture is all about. So if you want to make money, go into the clothing business, like the textiles business in Africa. You're gonna make a lot of money for yourself. A lot of people in the world have been asking around, like, when they come to Africa, what can they do? My people, come to Africa and invest, but if you have money, cut your coat to your size. If you don't have money, don't live beyond your means, because a lot of more people have come and they ran back. It's not easy, my people, and no more work to do. You can't just come, it can't just happen on a platter of gold. You have a lot of work to do, because my people, it depends on your location and the kind of people you mingle with in Africa. That's what you're gonna know. Like you don't, what you don't know, you don't know. It depends where you move, who you move with, and the kind of people you associate yourself with when you come to Africa. So if you want to invest in Africa, come to Africa. It's a huge opportunity in Ghana, in Nigeria, in Cameroon, in Zimbabwe, Zambia, Togo, Benin Republic, everywhere on the soil of Africa. So my people, I'm just here to give you guys the new insight on what is going on in the home garden in Africa, and to tell you, my people around the world, most of the African American communities in the world, anywhere you come from in the world, there's a lot of opportunities in Africa. A lot of opportunity to be grabbed in Africa. If you have the money and you have the well understanding how to deal with the people of Africa with love and unity, come, we're going to show you love. It's all about unity. It's all about oneness. It's all about togetherness. It's all about growth in Africa. We progressive people, we happy people, we love good life, and we want to associate with people that will take our culture and help us, mostly people coming from Africa. With everything going on, we have a lot of struggle, and we know the good Lord have been with us. Africa is home of the natural resources. Without Africa, all these countries in the world won't be what they are today. France, England. I'm gonna tell you, I'm unapologetic, my people. It's the truth that a lot of people know. This is what people know. So I'm gonna get a quick one. You know, so we talked about what's going on around the world. So my people, come down to Africa. It's the new hub, the new home of everything. Talked about entertainment, good life. You know, just wanna have fun. You wanna create good life, peaceful place for your family and everything in the world. Africa is the place for you. So my people, become to an end of the segment today. I'll be coming back with so many prolific content on this platform. It's all about unity. It's all about love. Unity over division. Thank you, my people.